Honorable Member for Lower Flag West.
Thank you very much. The era of the is ending today. The era of the night after ending. The women of this country deserve better, and this report is here for that better. You cannot hide behind Islam. And then one to inflict pain that is having a gross negative aspect. This report has come to end. That is not going to happen in this country. Enough is enough. The women of this country have suffered a lot. And the reason you can see, the community has engaged religious leaders. It is both Islamic and Christian, but we went further to accept other religious groups other than accepting other Christian groups. That is to tell you how much have this committee given room for the religious leaders. We have given enough for them. And surprisingly, at one time we had defined circumcision as you want to be. And he said, bring your position paper. All they could tell you at certain time, they said, we did not have a position paper. We are listening to expert opinion. This report is informed by scientific, expert opinion, and beyond the boundary research. So, even, I'm sorry to mention, the Supreme Islamic Council, we tell them, they said, you all listen to their fatwa, that if harm is being proven, they are against it. But up to today, the council have never given us a position paper, and we take their verbal order as their position paper. Look, don't hide behind Islam. We know if we are getting of Western power, we love our people, we love our women, our grandchild, and they need to be protected. We know who are behind you. We know who are giving you funds of policing. It's not a supply, what's the
Having by the honorable member for Kian West.
Honorable Speaker, thank you very much. I don't think I owe any committee member an acknowledgement with respect to this document that we have before us. But the deliberations concerning mine today will highlight insufficiency. Evidence of insufficiency of information in this report, because to call it biasness is becoming something unparliamentary. But it's very insufficient to give us this report, to tell us that this is your evidence that you have found out. Anybody who is a research officer, if you are just with the work, you take what the researcher gives you. You don't amend the researcher's information. You don't put your own knowledge on researcher's information. You give us exactly what the researcher gives. Honorable Speaker, to look at the insufficiency of this information, this report, we are committed to defending our religion and our culture. One, financial gain by circumcised people who circumcise. Tell me an evidence of how to each child pay for circumcision. That will determine the financial gain. That tells you that that information is inaccurate. The poorest people from Canada can take 5 children to circumcision. Who doesn't even have a footage? Tell me how much you pay for circumcision to determine this. This is very inaccurate, Honorable Speaker. Evidence for days across all the evidences that is done from medical experts. No evidence of single death which is caused by female circumcision. No evidence of single health consequences was cited here. What scientific evidence are you talking about? We are talking about data that can be proven and tested in the world. You cannot fool anybody. Tell us the data. If the Supreme Islamic Council cannot give you their percentage of skill, all the medical experts report cannot give you a single dead case. A single dead case of female circumcision. What are you telling me? Honorable Speaker, another insufficient evidence that the Prophet has not circumcised any of his daughters. You don't have any evidence. Do you have any evidence that they were not circumcised? Thank you. Tell us if you have any evidence that they were not circumcised. You don't have this, you don't have this. So why should you come to conclusion? Honorable Speaker, I want to establish one thing. For us to have fair information from Egypt, for the purpose of transparency and accountability. inform this committee, the two joint committees, that they have betrayed the trust of Muslims in the report. As per the various consultation committees, consultation stakeholders have done, I have seen biases that it doesn't reflect the wish and aspiration of the Gambian. We are talking of currently the census, 2.6 million population. And, Honorable Speaker, going through this report of a 16-page, the chair of the committee member keeps emphasizing FGM. If I may cite, Honorable Speaker, the act that we are working to repeal, it says prohibition of female circumcision. So we don't want to be there from the committee members, both gender and health committee. We are here to correct the wrongs. Be brave enough to speak the truth. And now, Honorable Speaker, looking at the invitees of various stakeholders, we only have 3 main Islamic organizations: Supreme Islam Council, Islam Allied Society, and Women Association for Islamic Solidarity, out of 94 stakeholders. The length and breadth of this country, from Banjul to Pena, is left at the dark. Are we really serious as a nation? This is a thing that 75 to 80% are practicing female circumcision. Honorable speakers, we are ready to stand firm and defend in a guerrilla war if they want to intervene and jail my wife, jail my sister, jail my cousin, and jail people for only practicing their religious rights. Honorable Speaker, I believe that this report is not fit for purpose. This report is borrowed. This report is anchored on Western donors. Honorable Speaker, yes, I want to refer the committee members. They have dropped the section 32, right of culture, in their report. Why? They have also dropped section 25(1)(c), right to religion, in the report is not specified. And I will also include section 4, the supremacy of the Constitution, has also guided issues of this. So therefore, I will also ask the chair of the committee if they said this is not religious. I want the chair to help us.
Okay, Honorable Member, your time has been up for that, right?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. I now invite the Honorable Member for Funi Prefect.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Distinguished honorable members of this August Assembly, I want to tell you that I am not happy with this report. Being a member of the Senate Committee of Gender and Health, I even tell them right in front of everybody at the committee level that I am not in support of this recommendation. It's not correct simply because we supposed to meet, we agree to meet the people in different constituencies, which we never do. And we agree also to consult the different people to go and do public hearing, which the committee never and ever did that. So I have been a member of the committee. I am not in support of this
how we can reach to a consensus. But Honorable Speaker, the people in the rural community, in the report, we haven't seen any evidence where the people are discussed on the issue. Particularly the people who take practice, the nothing but are not reflected in the report. Honorable Speaker, they talk about soldier to Egypt in the report. Our culture and that of Egypt, what is the similarity? What companion to Egypt? And they say they have been to Egypt because they want to understand the legislative framework in Egypt or whatsoever it is. And by going there, we need to see evidence of photos of those in the period they wanted aid. We don't just come and people this kind of standing report, no background, no photos, clear regime, no action. Honorable Speaker, comment on the Constitution. I see the Constitution being misdefined here. Looking at section 25C, freedom to practice any religion and to manifest such practice. If I'm a Muslim, even if you don't call me a Muslim, I forget see if you are interested in the chapter of the section 10 of the Constitution. I forget see, and that's why I'm limited. If you have more, then you are coming to the Honorable Speaker, I want to put it to Rothschild. Freedom to practice any religion and to manifest such a practice. Is that your, if I said I'm a Muslim, I want to do it, why should you stop me? And remember the fundamental human right. We take it the right of the child, one of the male child. Now you're talking of human right. The pain of the male child, you don't talk about that. If you want to be a human right, be very fair. And you say about gender is about male and female. Why do you come that male child? Tell me now. The male child doesn't have a pain. And in the world, we have to tell people, we don't follow circumcision. It's in Europe. Why don't you force those men to go to circumcision? You have them. It's a choice. You don't want to develop on the law. You just have a motive to repeat the law. If you want this law, I stand for us to repeal it and come with a better one. Also makes it become clear that we need a proper law, how it was done in Egypt. You said Egypt they went through a transition. And come and even go through a transition. I don't want us to go through transition. You want us to have a just direct approach to this. Use your mic, use your mic. Honorable Speaker, I'm very
female circumcision. That's good. Another speaker, when we put our science policy, do the following.
Use the mic, please.
When we were the kids, I asked a scholar of Salah. In the middle room, he said the first of Safari CBC as Kendrick, Abadi, Harafi, Maliki, see, as some to recommended and prepared. But then we come here and say this is Islam. It just wasn't enough to come to the child. This is what I'm talking about. Who is my relation? This is Islam. That's all. So this is what I have to
FPL, we all know, has been condemned by governments internationally and organizations with their organization. We've signed protocols and conventions. Here, for Islam to run through, we cannot hold Islam into this without seeing it defined in our Sunnahs and in our Quran. And these are the two basic things that we should base on as Muslims. And again, the Gambia is a country. The Gambia is a sovereign country that is a multi-religious and multicultural. We must understand the formation of laws and how they come into society. We shouldn't be selfish enough to impose laws in our own country that governs everybody. We cannot be dictative. We shouldn't be dictative. We are democratic. We should have an open mind to this and understand the recommendations and the takes of this it is being taken too far by us Muslims, trying to simulate, put this thing under the umbrella of Islam, and we are talking of a state. This is a statement. Gambia belongs to Gambia. We live here how many years under the rule of law. If a Muslim is to govern the Gambia, it doesn't mean we have to spread Islam to everybody. It's impossible. We are a democratic society. I am urging this house to kindly put this bill aside and allow the ban to continue for the interest of every Gambian that lives for everyone, as a human being. And that's not a speaker, I try to take my seat.
And we of course also mentioned better option, alternatives. You know, when I saw this bill, Women Amendment Bill, I was expecting that the honorable member will come up with alternatives, not actually going to use it or whatever. It's so unfortunate. But anyway, that is his opinion and so on. So I think you better add that to the move of the bill. So last but not least, for the honorable member for Konyamu, who is also a member of the committee, but I think honorable member, I think you need to look at the report very well again. The report does not say, and the committee does not agree that this is not Islam. You understand? As I quoted earlier, we said based on the evidence that we received that there is no strong base for agreement in the Islamic aspect. The committee cannot make any conclusion that says it's Islamic or whatever. So that is something we realize that this is that's the very unfortunate of the committee.
I will speak about that he does not agree with the position of the government that says female circumcision is not Islamic. So that's why I want to make you know that the committee is based on religious view. At which I read, it says, however, many Islamic scholars consulted by the communication and after the court stated that female circumcision is a custom and not one of the rituals of Islam. This is coming from the stakeholders. Whereas male circumcision is part of the course of Islam. This clearly suggests that FPMC lacks the religious basis. This is what the committee is saying, not in more, not in less. It's not coming from us specifically, but I guess it's not coordinate that is a member of the committee, but you can also offer yourself with the report by the afternoon and so what the report is. So I will speak up on a concluding note and a concluding remark. Again, the committee was not also the class, and of course, the speaker, and of course, the entire national assembly. That's why there are a lot of talks, both for and pro. This is the national assembly. When issues came, issues come, we have to sometimes there are different views. And we have to respect one another's opinion. We have to respect one another's opinion. That is it. That's it, and Lord, Honorable Speaker, the Joint Committee has submitted again in our report. Of course, one this our assembly to consider and then adopt this report so that it can be a basis for the consideration of the Women Amendment Bill. And then I thank you so much. I think sometimes that person, like nothing has been doing. This is a matter as funded by taxpayers' money. So whatever that we do within the matter of the commission, it is done accordingly by administrative rules and procedure and by the So thank you very much. Again, I want to thank our secretaries, especially as we on behalf of them, we are very appreciative of what you are secretaries. Now moving on to the issues that are raised from the Council. Let me just tell you that we are 5 and we have to I'm not 5. Yes, of course. It is not examining and it's not sometimes I want to get around you, please. I want to get emotional if I see a member and I want to get rid of them. Forgetting that you are elected, I am elected, likewise someone else. You have your own, and what I am reading and what I am quoting here is not from my small head, neither from somebody else. It's a consultation that we made. We consulted up to 100 Gambians plus, not even a single foreigner. Let me put it like that. still does not go to yet. Not even a simple quarrel. Not even a simple quarrel. You can go to the so we should be taking the parliament process and watching I'm also relying on the fact that people we are talking about here, given these places, and what we are talking about here is given so if you go to the introduction, be clear to define, even capture what is currently in the act as defined. What is defined? You don't go and read for yourself. It is talking only about women's constitution and any other of women's administration. So you don't separate people. Don't mislead people on based on this past. Another thing also is a very important point that we should take note of. This bill, as brought in by the government, it is saying delete section 32A, delete section 32B. Do we have any other option? No. The only option is that we have is either delete or not delete. So even at the Islamic point of view, and based on the question paper of the Islamic country, who says if we are doing it according to how the Prophet advised, what is that method that the Prophet was bringing? No method. So we just want to delete and leave everyone to do whatever they want to do in this country. It's going to maintain and promote any culture, language, tradition, or religion subject to the terms of this constitution and to the condition that the rights protected by this section do not impede on the rights or the national interest, especially young. Please, let us not misquote our constitution, please. Moving on, Speaker. He's saying that in the report, he mentioned that FDL is not illegal. If you look at it, that is in the quotation from the study door. What we mentioned in the report is the religious basis backing the practice of FGM is not strong because as we consulted many Islamic scholars, they are saying different opinions. And we don't want to quote you again for information. However, Islamic scholars consulted by the joint committee within and outside the country stated that female genital mutilation in all circumstances is a custom. What I call technical in Quran. It's a custom and not one of the rituals of Islam. Whereas the custom is part of the rituals of Islam. This clearly forgets that FDMC lacks the religious basis. We are not saying it's not religious one. I just said, based on those submissions from the different Islamic scholars, it lacks a strong religious basis. And it is a fact. Moving on, so the other member for West, he also support the repeat and of course support the report of the committee, and of course emphasize on the right that we need to protect our grandchild and women, emphasize the different legislation that we have in place. So it is very, very important. The Gambia is on an island. We belong to the main Office of Nations, we belong to the List of Nations, and then there is different protocols, and we have applied in this August Assembly, and we even have domestic laws in that regard. And you know, it is even illegal to go and organize press conferences talking about FDMC. It is illegal. Based on the laws. So we have to respect the laws that we have in land. Because I just organizing bus conferences, whether they ask for money or whatever. Be informed that we consulted dancing bus, and these are some of the testimonies they are giving us. Why they not believe this practice is because in their sort of income, you inherit it from your mother or whatever. This generation keeps continue going. And you cannot spill blood of somebody, that's what they are doing. That can tell you cannot spill blood of somebody and you pass it on the these are beliefs that they are doing. So you must not cause this and pass that. And if you are interested to know some of these facts, the library is there. We have all the assignments and appendices, 100 programs, and all the evidences that we received. They are in the library. Level as appendices, and then if anyone is interested, you can go to the library and find out for yourself what the different stakeholders do. We are bringing any new run by the Ministry of Health. You will see all this data. You know this NDLG. The only thing is that there is not been taken seriously. There are not, but the evidence and the facts are there. No medical personnel will stand here and tell you FDA is not happening. If you do, it means you are just speaking at your own level, but based on medical practices that we are doing. I'm a medical worker, and it's even insulting to say that there are no evidence or whatever. I will not dare come and say, these ID people, I don't talk to this or whatever. These are things that we learn from school, from universities, from colleges. You understand? And these are issues that we practice in various facilities. The evidence and the facts are there. Go to the question papers and see for yourself. So it is very disrespectful to the entire health professional of the country to say that there is no health evidence, there is no evidence. Please don't make this and make it pass. And for the information, this is a joint committee task to go and do consultation. We are not tasked to go and do decide, make filing for whatever. We are tasked to go and do consultation and come and advise the committee on the proposed amendment proposed by the Amendment of Public Council. It is a very simple and straightforward task. If you are interested in research, if you are interested in data, if you are interested in statistics or whatever, please, as it is of interest to you, go and do it yourself. Or you go to library based on the question paper that has been made to us. We are not in academia or we are not, we are doing a parliamentary work. Going to get the facts from stakeholders and we write our report, and this is the report based on the best interest and of course the consultations that we've done. This is it. If you want anything better, you can tell me, but this is what we are trying to do and we are moving according to our standard. Again, you also made mention of consultative. I just tell you, Honorable Speaker, let us be very, very careful. We are National Assembly members. We are elected. We are the approving authority when it comes to resources. And you all know that this Parliament approved whatever that is supposed to approve for the operation of the National Assembly and its committees and oversight and whatever. So it will even, it's baffling to me, or even, I will say, so much ignorant to ask a very committee where you get the funds to go and do your work or whatever. It seems like you don't even know what we are doing here as members of Parliament.
Be it resolved that this Honorable Assembly do adopt the report of the National Assembly Joint Committee of Health and Gender on the Women Amendment Bill 2024. Those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those not in favor, please say no. No. The ayes have it. You know, I just want to reiterate that this is not this is just the adoption of the report. Because I had the division, I'm going to count, I'm just reading a statement that this is just about the adoption of the report. It has nothing to do with what will follow next. Whether it is adopted or not adopted, the process continues. So let's get that very clear. Now, those in favor of adopting the report, please raise your hands. Honorable members, those not in favor, raise your hands. Honorable members, those who are abstaining, abstentions. So those in favor, 35. Those against, 17, 17. And abstention 2. The ayes have it.